On this episode of One on One, you're going to get a treat. We're going to be talking to Miss Ophelia Lafort, and she is from the Galliano area, and she has a memory like you will not believe. And she's going to bring us down memory lane and tell us a few things about her life. It's all next on One on One. One on One is brought to you by the Law Office of Waits and Downer. When did you know you were good at historical data and making history a part of your life?
It was always with me, I guess. You know, I always liked that, and it means something to me. We have to carry the heritage. Mm-hmm. I am so proud of my bayou, little black bayou, that I want to shout it to the world. I'm so proud of my heritage. And Nolan knew that, my boy Nolan that died. He said, Mom, I have a perfect little record for you to listen to. You will never want to put that record down when you're going to listen to it, because it tells you the names of all the people that settled this little bayou. It's a wonderful series. And I'm so proud of that. And so that's why I'm so in awe about what you're doing for me. Because to me, to express myself, for us to really appreciate where we came from, hardworking hands.
Right. You see, and I get it, because with my dad and my mom, I want to know where they grew up, what it was like. Show me pictures, but I find you either have that, you want to find that out, or you don't want to know anything at all.
Well, that's true.
Right.
Well, me, in the evening, you know how we would go to have fun? And we'd make veillées outside. And we'd have 2 cans, and there was a nail inside of each can and a string in between. And then you somehow or other you turn that, and you had seagulls. You know what the seagulls are, right?
The horsefly?
Not the horsefly. The butterflies.
Butterfly.
Butterfly.
How you say that? Butterfly in French.
And cigale.
Okay.
And cigale de nuit. And they'd hear that sound coming from those 2 cans. I had all kinds of flies would go. It was so much fun coming up as children.
And they say butterflies are special in God's eyes.
Oh, I know.
Cardinals and butterflies and all that.
Oh, yeah.
What's your favorite movie of all time?
Gone with the Wind. I loved Gone with the Wind. It was so beautiful.
Why'd you like it?
It was like living it. You know, it was a simple life, those people that, of course, they had beautiful plantation homes, but I like the life, the Gone with the Wind. I watched that. I'd still watch it. I think I like it so much, because to me, it was a simple way of life. You know what I was? I had a friend that to go, guess where we would go on Saturday evenings? My friend Annie Galliano.
College Inn?
No, we would go listen to the hit parades on the radio at her house.
Really?
Every Saturday night. Okay. I would walk from my house to her house. And I'd say, Mom, I want to go to Annie's. We got to go listen to the hit parades. And she'd turn to Papa and say, why can't you stop her? She just went there. Right. Stop her. I can't stop her. She's so going all the time. He said, let her. She's gonna break up all those gravels. It'll be easier for us to walk on. He would never.
Remember the radio?
Oh, the radio and the hit parades, yes. Yeah. Oh, my God.
One of those big radios that sat on the porch?
Yeah, we had that.
It's amazing you could have your radio on the porch and nobody would steal it back then.
Oh, nobody stole anybody or anything.
Right.
You know, everybody had lived so simple. Mm-hmm. You know? So we'd go listen to the hit parades. That was our day. And we'd go to Lee Brothers, to the dance hall.
Okay.
That was something. We'd fill up the back of a truck with people. Well, you had
Okay.
these young boys that
Now you're
wanted.
teasing me.
Well, we'd sock a few of them because they wanted to come rub themselves on us, you see. And we go to Lee Brothers and we sit on, you know how we were, right? You know the story about the Lee Brothers, right?
I don't.
That was the biggest dance hall. In fact, it still is crumbling in the bayou right now.
Okay.
There was a band there. The boys would buy tickets from the Lee Brothers who had the dance hall.
Mm-hmm.
They'd go and buy tickets and come ask us girls to go dance.
Okay.
We had chaperones that sat on benches and watched us dance.
But there was no chaperone in that movie
But
theater when you met Persian.
No, but boy, you had a guard there. There was a man that would make the rounds. You had to be very quiet.
Yeah.
And once in a while I was interrupted because I would talk too much to begin with.
For all of your cases, including those with catastrophic significance, call Waits and Downer Law Firm.
Were you the life of the party?
I was always the life of the party. Always.
Yeah. So when you walked in a room, people knew it was going to be fun.
People knew me.
Yeah.
I was named, let me tell you, my name is Ophelia. Well, I hated, all my life I hated my name until I found out that I was named by my parents, by my father and mother, after stage star of Paris, France. Her name was Ophelia. And I meet people today who sees my name and they said, oh, what a beautiful name. I hated my name throughout my life, I guess, but I didn't like it because it was a hard name to remember. Ophelia. How do you spell Ophelia?
Ophelia.
Right. You put a piece of paper in front of you and you never saw the name before,
Right.
and the teacher tells you, write your name.
Yeah, some people would spell it Ofeelya.
So I was in the hospital the other day. I had fallen, and I fall often. I had fallen, and this young nurse came over, and she looked at my sticker, and she said, Ophelia. She said, that's going to be the name of my first girl child born. I said, you're going to name her Ophelia? She said, I love that name. Wow. Now, my people, I said that to one of my grandchild who wanted to name her firstborn Ophelia. And she tells him, she said, I would like to name her Ophelia. Oh, he said, that's too old a name. He said, we're going to name her Clotilde. Clotilde is older than Ophelia.
But
anyway,
Clotilde and Ophelia, that's common names back then.
And some people I meet like the name, and I have learned to
I like Ophelia.
I love my name now.
Yeah.
They called me Dudu as a child, you know,
Right.
because I was they said it's sweet, sweet. I was always in sugar. I was always in the sugar bowl. Do you know what I would run from school, from the schoolhouse, my two-room schoolhouse? When the bell would ring for recess, my schoolhouse was maybe half a block away, not even half a block away. I'd run home, and guess what I ran home for? And my mama would say, hurry up, the bell's gonna ring, hurry up. I had a nipple. It was a nipple you pulled over a bottle.
Right.
A biberon, they call that. Okay. Can you know what that I'm talking about?
I don't.
It's made out of rubber.
Okay.
And you pulled that over a bottle, the neck of a bottle, and you could suck that.
Right.
Okay? So I used to suck that as a baby, I guess.
Right.
So when I would get there, I would go because I was so traumatized not being able to talk my French.
Right.
I guess I was nervous.
Right.
I had to go relax.
Yeah.
So I'd go and I'd run home, go sink it in water and then in sugar, and then I'd sit down and suck on it until it was time for the bell to go, to ring. So I'd run back. That was my school days.
That's your security blanket.
For all all of your cases, including those with catastrophic significance. Call Waits and Downer Law Firm.
But the few minutes we have remaining, what do you want the world to know about Ophelia Lafort? What did we miss on this interview that you want to tell people?
I want people to know where I come from and how I appreciate my heritage. I want people to know that I love God beyond belief, because I know that people love God and all, but that is my life, my God, and my people. Mm-hmm. I love my people.
If I were able to get everyone you associated with over the years, and I was able to just open that door to heaven for a little while and get Persian and your son, but get all your living relatives here in the room, and I said, I want y'all to give me one word that would describe Miss Ophelia. One word. What would you hope that one word would be?
Oh, they'd say, doo-doo, and they'd come hug me.
So sweet.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. I was named Sweet.
Okay.
And you know, I was always with people. I was always a people person, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, you know, my life has been so beautiful. I can't tell you, I can't understand. Not that I don't understand. I know that the Lord hears me, and He's going to, when His time, my time is going to be there. But one thing I tell my friends, when you're going to look down at me there, you see this woman in there? She was 90 years old. Let me tell you, this woman knew what she knew, that she knew that she knew. At the age of 90, she knew it.
But wait, you're assuming that at 90, they're going to be looking down. You probably got 10 more years.
That's what somebody said.
You got 10 more years.
But, you know, I have a difficulty walking. But listen, the best thing I ever did for me was a Dr. Brunet in Lafayette. Is a double knee replacement. And I'd go to see him because I would stop in the middle of walking and I couldn't move because the two joints would get stuck.
Right.
So I'd go to him. And he said to me those words I will never forget. I said, Dr. Brunet, when do I do something about my knees? I want to carry on. I want to go on. He said, you're going to know when. And you're going to come and see me and say, I'm ready.
Right.
Got it done 12 years ago or 15 years ago.
And so now you're jogging about 5 miles a day, right?
Oh, boy. But you know, they don't want me to drive anymore. Guess what happened to me?
What?
I'm coming back from the drugstore, and I'm going home. I'm driving. I take it so hard. The kids said, Mama, we live with you. John and Wanda both live with me. And we live with you, Mama. We could bring you wherever you want to go. But one day I went to the drugstore, and coming back on 308 to get to the overpass on 308 to come to my house, there's a boulevard there that passes Dennis and Curol and all that. Well, the other side, I never saw that school bus. I'm here on this side, and I had red on. I knew I could turn right on red because I was on the right side, but never looked across there where that school bus was coming in to take that same boulevard for. We met halfway, and I'm not going to tell you the word, but it starts with S. When I met up with her, we just rubbed like this. My whole car was yellow school bus car. And let me tell you another story about that. When I got home, couldn't open my door to my car. I have a rod in this leg.
You were stuck in the car?
I broke this leg.
Right.
I have a rod. I fell so many times, it's unreal. But I have a rod in there, so I couldn't get over the hump. When I found out I couldn't open my door under my carport, mind you.
Right.
And my children were not there. Wanda and Donna, Wanda and John were not there. So I said, I have my cell phone. I called 911. What is your emergency, ma'am? I said, I'm stuck in my car and I can't get out. But she didn't understand what I was telling her, that I was under my carport.
Right.
I couldn't open the door. I couldn't get over the hump. It took 3 calls to the operator for her to, and the ambulance passed, the cops passed. I was under my carport.
Oh, wow.
So that's why I stopped driving.
I'll be.
She said, Mama, maybe your perception of at your age, I love my car. I have a PT Cruiser. I love my little PT.
You drive fast?
I don't drive fast. And I was the family driver for everybody.
Okay.
For my father, my mother, for, you know, my sister. I was the driver. And I take it hard because I was a rodeuse. You know what a rodeuse is? A traveler, somebody wants to travel all the time.
Okay.
It's always a go.
You're always on the go.
Always on the go.
Looks like you got a lot of energy.
I do, and I thank God for it. He's the one keeping me alive.
For all of your cases, including those with catastrophic significance, call Waits and Downer Law Firm.
Let me see it, because they sent me I normally don't look at lists, but I want to look at this to make sure. You had a proclamation given to you recently, right?
By
Lafourche Parish Council.
right.
Lafourche Heritage Days.
Yeah. You see, when I got this little recording, Gail Dewey, my dear, dear friend, we're related, Gail and I.
Okay.
I said, Gail, I need to pursue this. My son gave me this before he died. He said, Mama, you're going to love this. Him and his wife gave me that before he died. And so I pursued Gail, and so we started wanting to do stuff. Even we're going to work to get stuff in the schools about the Cajuns, for the children to know.
Right.
Because my grandchildren come over and they say, Mama, you talk about it. Why don't you write your life story? I'll say, okay, I'm going to write my life story. I got 2 chapters, 1 chapter written, I think. But, you know, it's like that LSU professor said to me. He came to interview me. And he said, do you know what you know that we don't know? And he said, I'm so thrilled that I can come to your home and you're going to give me an interview, and it's a verbal one.
Who's the most famous person you ever met?
Oh, guess who I met one year?
Who's that?
You're going to like this. Mickey Rooney.
Mickey Rooney.
I met Mickey Rooney in Las Vegas. Pershing and I used to travel after he retired.
Right.
So we'd go everywhere. And so one year we went to Las Vegas. Here was Mickey Rooney with his 3rd wife. It was her birthday. I met Mickey Rooney.
I'll be.
Yeah, face to face. But I must have met some other people.
Well, Mickey Rooney's a pretty big star.
Yeah, he's a pretty big star.
But guess what?
Huh.
He met Ophelia.
He met Ophelia. Ophelia's a star. No, but you know what? I don't like to brag about myself. I don't do that, no. But I want to tell you that I know what I know. And I'm so pleased that I know what I know that I know.
Well,
and I have so many people that knows me and I know them.
Right.
And I make friends every day. I say, well, what? I'll say that once in a while. I'll say, now why? I'm 90 years old. What a wonderful thing to happen to me.
Right.
And I never thought I'd left. My parents died at the age of 65,
Wow.
Either one of them. And I know I'm going to be with them one day. And I know I'm going to be with Pershing. And I'm going to be with all my people. They're going to be waiting for me. And it's going to be a wonderful. I saw a psychic that I know is true. There's another life.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you for coming on the program today and sharing your life with us, and it was quite a joy talking to you.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate you considering my history of my Cajun life.
Well, thank you. Good to have you.
We need our children to know that.
Amen.
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 This one-on-one program has been brought to you by the law offices of Waits and Downer.